In Japan, officials are still mopping up the radioactive mess left by a crippled nuclear power plant. Over the weekend, reporters got their first close-up look at the Fukushima Daiichi plant 8 months after it was damaged by a tsunami. CBS's Lucy Kraft reports.
Reporters have been demanding access to the Fukushima Daiichi plant ever since the nuclear accident 8 months ago. And in a sign the world's worst nuclear accident since Chernobyl is finally winding down, utility operator TEPCO at last allowed a busload of journalists to tour the heavily damaged power plant for a few hours. Officials like the utility CEO, Toshio Nishizawa, interviewed by CBS News, say they're confident that a cold shutdown of the plant, when inside temperatures are brought down below boiling point, will be achieved by year's end. But while the message was upbeat, the scale of devastation was startling. A series of hydrogen explosions and meltdowns, triggered by a loss of power in the wake of a giant earthquake and tsunami, reduced even the heavily reinforced concrete containment structures housing the reactors to ruins. Fukushima Daiichi's chief, Masao Yoshida, says it all could have ended quite differently. The first week after the tsunami was the hardest, he recalls. Many times I thought we were going to die. Even now, Fukushima Daiichi remains a no-man's zone. Its air so toxic, reporters were forced to wear protective gear and view the site from the safety of their bus. For the 3,000 who still work here, how to avoid contamination remains a source of concern. Radiation levels are still high, warns plant manager Yoshida, and it's still dangerous to work here. Japan says it will take about 30 years to dismantle the Fukushima reactors. As for the 80,000 people who once lived near the plant, officials say the schedule for their return is unknown. Lucy Kraft, CBS News, Tokyo.